Yeah, boy. What's good, man? Welcome to Do Tell with Laugh After Dark, man. It's your boy Charlie Wilson TV up in here, man. Yo, this is the show where I sit down with some of the baddest comics from all over the world. Some of them you know and you love, and some you just now finding out about, man. So, yo, without any further ado, today's special guest, I'm so glad to have him, man. This man stays busy, stays working. He's on the road. I found out about him online, man, and I'm so excited to get to learn more about him, man. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Poncho G, make some noise, Poncho G, man.
Thank
please,
you, man. Thank y'all for inviting me to the show, man.
Most deaf, man. So without any further ado, please, Poncho, do tell.
Man, so I don't know. The only thing I can really say about the story is, like, when I travel the world, man, I see a lot of people doing stock jokes. So it'd be the same stock jokes everywhere.
Yeah.
You be like, it's like a remix. It'll be the same joke.
Yeah.
Verbatim. In every city.
Yeah. It's like everybody sounding the same out here.
They got the same joke in every city. I'm talking about, that's the only thing I really see that's really crazy.
Yeah.
They don't be telling jokes.
Yeah.
They be real stock jokes. And they thinking they doing that. That just help your growth, though. I mean, that just stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I could really say about life as like a story or like don't tell, like, stop doing stock jokes and be original.
Yeah. Has there been any moments that have kind of stood out to you in your career, or something that's kind of the most, would you say, like the most pivotal moment in your comedy career has been since this time?
So far, probably the Soldier Boy.
Yeah, man. We definitely got to talk about that,
but,
man.
I say the Kenan Thompson, that's kind of big.
Okay,
Thompson,
I did see you was kind of rocking with that. It is kind of rocking with that.
Yeah, that was my second time on that.
So you did the Soldier Boy thing first, and then you had the Kenan Thompson experience.
I did the Kenan Thompson show like in 2020, right before the pandemic, and that was a big move for me. And then they invited me back.
Gotcha. The Kenan Thompson. Gotcha. How was that experience, man?
Man, I love it. The first one was better than the second one.
Yeah.
But the second one it showed me that I'm supposed to be there.
Gotcha. Man, so we crossed paths a couple times, man, but we never got a chance to really, kind of get to learn more about each other. Where we from, man? You just told me we from Chicago.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Chi,
yeah,
right?
75th King Drive, straight to the lake, man.
Yeah, that's what's happening, man. So that's where you born and raised. How? At what point did you realize comedy was kind of a thing, or did you realize you was funny?
I mean, people always thought I was naturally funny, but it happened like when I moved out here. I worked for Sean John.
Oh, okay, okay.
Being a stylist.
When you was in Chicago?
Out here in Vegas.
In Vegas, okay.
Then,
so what brought you to Vegas from Chicago anyway?
Being a stylist.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you started as a stylist.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back. Let's go way back. Chicago. Like, we know Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Everybody loves it. Food, culture. That's that place you also got to come correct, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whenever you step into the shop.
Yeah.
So what was like childhood like for you, man, in terms of like school, and then you kind of went to work and you kind of figured life out, and then at what point did you decide, all right, you know what, I'm going to start doing stand-up?
I mean, growing up in Chicago was rough.
Yeah.
Being in these streets, But I had a family, though, that loved me.
Right.
So, I was in the streets, but it was
you
just
got brothers, sisters, though?
I'm the only child on my mother's side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? On my father, I'm the oldest.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, it was cool, but I got tired of seeing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
So I had got an opportunity to move to New York. And when I got an opportunity.
Were you styling at this point?
You
started styling in Chicago?
I started styling in Chicago.
Chicago got a hard style, man.
Yeah.
So backstory. So my dad is from Louisiana, but my grandfather, he got brothers and sisters and all his people in Chicago. So my dad and my grandfather, they Charlie Wilson too, by the way, they used to drive from Louisiana to Chicago just to go see, all other people. So my dad used to go get all his clothes, he used to go get his fits, he used to get everything from Chicago. So he used to come back to Louisiana like, yeah, man, it's from Chicago. We ain't gonna find this shit right here.
You ain't gonna find it.
And thought it was a shit, man. So now it all kind of makes sense. So you started styling in Chicago?
I started styling in Chicago. I had made a name for myself. Got an opportunity to move to New York.
What?
And then,
so you was just already just dressing clean, and then you kind of started styling other people?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
I call them big littles.
Yeah.
They was big. They big there, and they little everywhere else.
But they was the big dogs.
Yeah. So I took care of them, hooked them up with their jewelry, everything. See, a lot of people don't know I started selling jewelry at the age of 15 years old.
Gotcha.
Instead of people selling drugs, I sold watches.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So you was doing jewelry. You was already styling fashion at an early age.
Yeah, at an early age.
Gotcha. And then from there, you was like, you know what? I can just start styling people.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I ended up getting an opportunity to go to New York. Once I got to New York, I ended up going back to Chicago. But I kept in touch with people in New York.
Right, the contacts you made there.
Yeah, so they said they got an opportunity for me to go to Vegas and work for Sean John.
Okay.
So I ended up working at Sean John. And then by me dressing entertainers and stuff, they thought I was naturally funny. They like, man, you missed your calling. You need to go ahead and go do comedy.
Right. And this is all happening in Vegas.
Yeah, this all happened in Vegas.
Gotcha.
2013.
How was it leaving Chicago though, man? That's where you made a name for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You decided, hey, it's Sean John, man. Let me go and make this jump.
it was a hard transition at first, but because just a culture shock.
Right.
So, but at the same time, it was like it wasn't no street stuff around.
Right.
I had to watch my back every 10 minutes.
Exactly. You get to open up to be able
free.
to exactly.
And being with different cultures and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not just being with everybody in a melting pot.
Facts. Especially in Louisiana, you was black or you was white.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of other things.
Yeah.
You was at school as a black or you was the white folk.
And that's how I grew up in Chicago. It's like it ain't you don't really see nobody, no others.
Not as diverse.
Yeah.
Coming to Vegas, you're gonna see a little bit of everything. Hawaiians, Filipinos, Spanish. You're gonna see everything out here.
Man.
Gotcha. So you make your way to Vegas, start doing fashion, and then from there, everybody's like, you should try styling. You funny. So at what point do you decide? You know what?
So I did a year of research.
Okay.
And I say after a year of research, I did an open mic. Then I did a competition. I won my first competition.
Gotcha. From the open mic and then going to a competition.
Yeah, and I won my first competition I ever did.
Nice.
So when I won my first competition I ever did, I was like, okay.
Right. I got something here.
Yeah. I felt like I could do it.
Gotcha.
And I just kept doing a year of open mics, and after a year of open mics, that's when I started getting paid.
Gotcha. And then from there, you're working strongly the Vegas scene. So talk to us about that, because, Laugh After Dark, we still relatively new to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We, my producers, Robin and Kels, they lived in Vegas years ago, but in terms of the comedy industry and learning what the comedy scene is like, how was that for you coming here? You know what I'm saying, and being new in town?
I mean, it was cool. It was love at the beginning. Then,
was the Vegas comedy scene receptive? And was it, hey, open mic here where you meeting friends along the way?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, in the beginning, I started off the white scene, and then I did the black scene. Then I did both scenes.
Yeah.
It was cool in the beginning.
Right. And then from there, that's when those paid opportunities kind of came about.
Yeah,
you
started getting
like,
bigger.
I can do this now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Started getting bigger. And it's like, the thing about comedy, I do comedy for leisure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just leisure to me.
Right.
Something
that comes naturally to you.
Yeah.
So right.
I lost my whole family, so it just be, getting off like a little steam. You know what I'm saying?
It's therapeutic, man. This shit is therapeutic, man. It's a release, and it's a healthy release. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's good that you kind of tapped into that, man. Especially as as important as self-care is, and making sure you got the balance. I'm in therapy. You know what I'm saying? So I make that time to have a conversation with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? As well as stay on stages and kind of that's our release. So that's what's up. So you're in Vegas. You work at the comedy scene. You start full-fledged doing comedy. And you're still doing Sean John, right?
Nah, this was after Sean John.
Okay, so you left Sean John, left fashion, and decided to just put all your rocks on.
Yeah, my mother had died.
Mm-hmm.
And then once my mother had died, I ended up, that's when I kind of started like, okay, let me see about this, this comedy. I guess I was mourning my mother or whatever.
Sure.
And after my mother died, that's when I kind of got into doing comedy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah. So, at what moment did you feel like, all right, I'm a real comedian, man. I'm finna make this shit. This is what I'm doing now. Because, for a lot of comics, we could do this shit for however many years, and we're still trying to get to that point where we can take care of ourselves, where we feel solidified. Like, at what moment did you feel like, all right, yeah, this is me now?
Well, when Mary Lindsay and Michael Williams took a toll to me.
Okay.
And they the legends of the comedy game.
Yeah.
And they always, like, since the beginning, they just felt like, they seen something in me that I didn't even see in me. So, and that was in the beginning. I didn't know none of this was going to happen. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So, Mary Lindsay and Michael Williams, they both two comedy icons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know them, y'all could just look them up. Anybody in the comedy field would know.
Right.
Man, these two icons.
Definitely.
And they the pioneers of this. And when the Pioneers came to me and said they love me, that's when I'm like, okay,
Right.
you know,
Right.
something right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we own to something.
Right, I'm on the right track. So it's kind of like one of these industries where you got to self-teach yourself too, man. Because it ain't, you got the OGs that will give you some feedback, but at the end of the day, we got to be our own manager, we got to be our own booker, we got to be our own promoter, we got to be our own this and that. How did you figure all of this shit out? Did you just kind of start learning as you go, or do you think a lot of your business sense from fashion and from working allowed you to kind of help?
Yeah, that's the thing. I already had good network game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so my network was already good I was already good outside of comedy.
Yeah.
So, I already knew a lot of people outside of comedy. So that kind of helped me too. You know what I'm saying? Already knowing people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to go to nobody. I ain't have to be in no clique.
Right.
None of that.
What are some of your favorite places to perform? I mean, you've been kind of moving and shaking in and out of town. Is there any place that you're like, oh yeah, this spot was fun. I had the best time when I performed here?
Chicago.
Chi-town, back home.
Yeah, they love me back home. I love them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hometown hero.
Nice.
So
Ain't nothing like getting that love at home.
Yeah, hometown hero. So they, because it's hard. Like, you got to get some respect to be funny in Chicago.
Yeah, they don't
They
give you
not
that
gonna
shit.
just bring you in and just they gonna be like, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be funny in Chicago. Everybody funny in Chicago. Everybody uncle is hilarious.
Right.
They can't get on stage, but they uncle is hilarious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fire, man. Speaking of Chicago, man, one of my favorite comics, man. If anybody I feel like I've, emulated or I've, resonate with, one of my top three is Bernie Mac, man.
That's one of my favorites.
Words, Bernie Mac is that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody from Chicago is one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
Like Robin Harris, Bernie Mac.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Damon Williams, Jess Neese.
Hell yeah.
Even the new ones like Mike Samp.
Yeah. It's a lot of dope comics come out of Chicago, man. And then when I lived in LA, I met a lot of comics that's just from Chicago that's working, man. And that's a place I haven't really got to tap into until the comedy scene yet, man. So I'm gonna have to set some shit up in the shop, man. I know there's a couple of nice rooms out there. I think it's a Laugh Factory out there. It's also is it Zany's or some shit like that?
Zany's, yeah.
Zany's, okay, yeah. So there's a few
Riddles.
rooms. And Riddles, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I gotta check into that. So working in comedy, how did you then? Obviously, you're working. You're starting to get your shows. You on the road, and then how the fuck do you run into this Soulja Boy shit? Like I think I don't know. I think somebody reposted a video you may have posted, and I think that's how I first kind of even became introduced to you to kind of that interaction. And I was kind of like, what the hell's going on here? He signed a committee. How did that? I was like, what the hell? How did that even come about? Nigga? You just out here doing fashion. You just minding your business and doing comedy. And then,
so we had the, I did all Soulja Boy jewelry.
Okay.
I'm the creator of all Soulja Boy new jewelry.
So you've been doing jewelry still all this time?
Yeah, I've been doing jewelry out here. I've been doing jewelry like at the shop for like 4 years.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I did all Soulja Boy jewelry. Then I got close to him.
Right.
And then shit, he told me he took a liking of. He thought I was funny.
Yeah.
And he took a liking. He was like, I'm gonna sign you.
What?
He's like, I'm gonna be the first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the first. You gonna be the first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, we gonna be the first.
Right. So he just put it out there and then right after that, because in the entertainment industry, a lot of people be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna put you on. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
He believed in me.
Yeah,
you know
that's solid.
Like, I had got close with him, but I had also got close with one of his best friends.
Yeah.
So, his best friend used to always, go back and tell Soulja, like, yeah, man, Poncho G, woo, man, that's the man. You need to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it kind of plugged me in. Then Soulja started calling me 3 in the morning. I'm like, damn, why Soulja Boy calling me at 3 in the morning?
Right.
And he just ended up being real close with him, man. That's my boy. S.O.D. money game, man.
Yeah, that's fire, man. So I'm sure that moment was crazy. The city and Chicago and everybody's kind of seeing what you're doing.
It went all over everywhere. It went viral. It went viral everywhere. It went on media takeout.
Damn.
Chicago media takeout went to, like Shade Room, everything.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it buzzed. You know what I'm saying? So we had made history.
Wow, that's crazy, man. How was that moment, man? I know you're looking at your phone like, yo, what the hell?
Everybody wanted to be my friend after that.
That's how I did. That's how it worked. Hey, man, I see, man. We need to stick. Niggas start dealing like, man, we just need to stick together, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see another one out here.
Yeah.
You know what
Family love me again.
Yeah.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen you in a minute, cuz I'm proud of you, baby. It's like, man, you ain't sent me shit since Happy Holidays last year. Nigga.
Yeah, that moment my phone was blowing up every day for like 2 weeks week straight.
You know, it's interesting, man, that whole thing that happens too, man, because with this business, you see a lot of, those type of situations that happen. Everybody's around when it's a time to celebrate, but when you're at your lowest moments and you're trying to figure shit out and you stay on your 2 feet, it's like, man, who's really around during those times? You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference, and you get to appreciate the people that are new. But those people that were around during those, moments before that, obviously have a lot more, place in your heart as you're trying to build this, man. Because this shit is hard, man. A lot of new comics trying comedy or, self-doubt, You put so much time in, you start to feel like, where am I going to get my reward? Where am I going to get my, respect?
Yeah, it's hard because, man, they put the same people on the same shows. I don't care what city it is in America.
Right.
It's the same lineup.
Right.
They just picking out who the headliner of the night.
Right.
And it's like you don't get no results for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wonder like, damn, we ain't getting no money. That's because y'all got the same people on the same show. Maybe if y'all put some new people on there, y'all will get some money because it's a new crowd.
Right, exactly. You're bringing out basically the same people.
You're bringing out the same people.
Gotcha.
You got the same crowd.
Yeah.
It's time to, it's other comedians out here.
Right.
And that's just everywhere. I don't care what city in America.
Right.
It's
especially the mainstream
people.
comedy clubs.
Yeah.
That's why we have these black rooms or sometimes these bar show white rooms or whatever. That's kind of like the underground lanes of comedy. And I've always considered myself an underdog anyway. This is my 10th, 11th, going to my 11th year. So I've been doing this. And, mostly, it's bar shows. We at the club. We at the strip club. We at the chicken joint. We at this bar. It's them underground rooms. But that's where a lot of times, the character is built. Your stamina is built, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that time in the gym, you know what I'm saying, that we got to spend so that when we do cross over, it's like, shit, we ready. It's like you've been, not paying me mine all these years. Well, shit, I've been in the gym this whole time. So when you do hit that stage, it's like, yeah.
And that's what I do. I stay in the gym, man. I don't really do open mics no more. I just do smaller venues now.
Yeah.
Because the open mic, you can have a funny joke. And you might not get no laughs.
Right. Depending on who's in the room and shit. Because a lot of times, most of the comics anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
And, comics be like, oh, okay.
Right. They ain't going to give you no shit either. They going to be funny as hell. Comics be, it's like, bitch, laugh. Man. Why you over there? Come on, man. Yeah, let this shit out.
Yeah. And then, the smaller venue or something, it'd be like, okay, it's natural.
Of course.
Everybody messing with it.
Right. It's authentic rooms.
Yeah. That's the only reason... I don't really like doing comedy at open mics because sometimes it don't be natural.
Yeah. Has there been any shows where you kind of like, all right, where the fuck am I performing at right now? Like, what is this? That's kind of a little throw it off. I know for myself, I've done some shows at some strip clubs. I've done some shows in front of some folks where I'm the only black dude that's performing. I did a show in Utah. I was like, oh shit, I was one of 3 in Utah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit. And in this game, you gotta be ready for whatever. You got whatever the job is, you gotta be ready. Has there been any cases where you was kind of like, all right, I don't know how this shit finna go?
Just a couple of kid shows. That's
some kid shows. Yeah. Oh shit, how did that go?
I was cool. I started singing Baby Shark.
Baby Shark gonna get them every time.
Yeah. Just cutting down on the cursing and stuff, just being clean.
Right.
I'm just trying to be learning how to just do straight clean comedy.
Yeah, you're a lot more brandable at that point. And you go a lot more places.
Yeah, and then only curse when it makes sense.
Yeah. Some comics can overdo that shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's not even necessary, bro. And it's not even that funny. Like, if you're going to be that foul with your language, you got to be out here killing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
It's a time and a place. And then you got to read the room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And make sure, is this joke appropriate for these people?
Right, exactly. How they going to receive this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what else do you want to do, man, besides comedy, bro? This shit's fire. You got your jewelry thing going now. Seems like you kind of living the dream in a sense and kind of doing what you love and what comes natural to you, man. Do you have endeavors to kind of do some other shit? Or?
Yeah, right now in my life, I do all my passions.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I get paid to do all my passions. So that's one thing that I'm blessed that I'm able to get the opportunity to, to be getting paid to do passions.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's fire, man. Do you ever feel like there might be a time in your career where, going home is a little bit something that's going to be a little bit awkward at some point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to my hometown all the time. Obviously, you get that hometown love. But once you start to really, you know what I'm saying, become that guy, and you got that money, and you got that Lambo, and you got that Ferrari, and you got that multi-million-dollar crib, do you ever feel like there's going to be any issues? Or would you be more hesitant to go home? I know, a lot of people can have that love, but these days, And
I mean, you just got to know how to move. And, you just know, like, what not to do, especially, like, growing in the hood and stuff.
Right.
You already know because they want what you want, what you got. So it's like, you got to be, like, low low profile.
Right, exactly.
Not a player. I ain't gonna go to the hood in a Ferrari.
Right.
You know
Okay,
what
guys.
I'm gonna go in the Camry, bro.
Right, exactly.
And keep it simple. I go in a Ferrari, everybody asking for some money.
Exactly.
It's the hood.
Like,
they need a bid and some squares.
Exactly. They hungry.
Yeah,
and shit,
so it's like, man, I know you could buy a square. Like,
right. Then when you say no, they're gonna be like, nigga, I'll slap the
they
shit
about
out
to
of
rob you now. They about to rob you now.
Right.
You don't give them a couple of dollars.
Right.
You getting plotted
right.
on.
Just off the disrespect.
For real.
Yeah.
You better give them some money.
Right.
And that's one thing I do. I make sure, like, when I'm in the hood, I make sure I take care of my people that I love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they hungry.
What it's like. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, man. That's the difference too, man. Every time you go back home, I know for me, man, when I go back to the South, man, everything is put into perspective. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to be a lot more grateful for where you are, opportunities you have. I feel like gratitude has helped keep me centered, you know what I'm saying, throughout all of this time. Because even on my hardest days, I still got to think about where I came from and what life is still like right there. You know what I'm saying? And even though things are here, I still am blessed, and I still have, you know, so many opportunities that are in front of me, man. So gratitude is something that's kind of helped me, man. What do you feel like helps keep you balanced and keep you focused, man? Especially, you know, with the ups and downs of this industry, because this shit is, you know, it's high lows all the time, you know.
I mean, I just, you know, I don't really think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I try to stay away from comedians, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay out the way.
Yeah, I just stay out the way. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing against it. It's just a job for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I ain't about to kick on my coworkers all day.
Yeah.
I'm about to go ahead and I got
do
other
my
things
thing, go to
do.
the crib. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially you got a business to run and shit too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you keep yourself busy with all of that.
And that's the thing. This is a business.
Right.
And that's how I came up, because I did my business first.
Right.
You know, it's not buddy. It's not none of that. It's no click, none of that. They want what you want. We doing the same thing, and I get an opportunity. You didn't get that same opportunity, even though you might be my homie for 20 years. You ain't my homie no more, because you will feel some type of way like, damn, why I ain't get the opportunity, and I'm right with you.
Right. Hate is a thing too.
Yeah.
Jealousy is a thing too. Even sometimes it's unintentionally. I don't even realize they behave in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But you start to see people move a little bit differently because your position starts to change. You know what I'm saying?
And then sometimes, you know, a lot of being around a lot of cliques, that'll wear you down, because don't nobody want you to get ahead of them.
Yeah. That's something you got to definitely kind of keep an eye out for, man. Especially Vegas is like a small town too, man.
It is a small town.
It's a small town,
Everybody know everybody. It ain't hard to be big out here.
Yeah.
If a nigga saying I'm big in Vegas, it's like, okay, nigga, we always on Tropicana.
Right, exactly. We all in the same few rooms that's out here, because it's like you got the Strip, then you got a few little speckles of clubs. That's really places to kind of hit up outside of that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a limited market here in terms of the spaces that you can get into. There are some mainstream comedy clubs that I still got to dive into, because they still, you know, they ain't
putting everybody on.
That's what I'm saying.
They
What you got, like Brad Garrett's, you got it's an Improv out here? No, it's a Comedy Store.
They got the Laugh Factory.
They got a Laugh Factory out here,
and this the only Laugh Factory I know that no locals really be on that Laugh.
Yeah,
you go any other city, you on Laugh Factory.
Right.
But out here, they like, no.
Right. They bringing in, I guess, the headliners, the MBS scene on.
Yeah, they ain't putting you on there.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody really did the Laugh Factory. Probably like 2 comedians in the whole game.
Wow.
That's about it.
Wow. Why do you think it works that way?
It's politics.
Yeah.
They just politics everything in the comedy thing. It's just politics.
I think we talked about this on our podcast last week about, you know, just, you know, Netflix and some TV companies. They just don't take risk on new comedians. You know what I mean? So the Laugh Factory may just feel like, you know, we're not taking a risk on a new comic. We're only going to take in these people that we have seen be proven to have TV credits, and we know we're going to bring out a crowd, and we're not taking any unnecessary risk. That just may be their stance, but, you know, what does that really do for new opportunities? Sometimes you got to go and catch their open mics and do their little pot, you know, the little games they play so you can get your stage time. So there's a whole system into getting into those clubs.
I'm not going to keep coming up to your club every day just to get on your stage.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I ain't never needed a lot of people to get to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't like.
Right. When you go around them.
Yeah. It's other doors.
Right.
It's windows, back door,
right.
everything.
We finding the window.
Yeah, we don't need the front door. Y'all all going through the front door.
Right.
It's a whole side door, G. It's other opportunities.
Yeah.
And when they feel like, damn, you ain't have to go through me. Now it's like, now you a hate. Now they mad at you.
Right.
Now they not your friend no more.
Right.
Because you ain't never need them.
Yes, it's interesting, man. You know, these because we get to know who these bookers and promoters and comedians that do work in these spaces are. But there's there is a little bit of a divide in terms of having access to those clubs. You know, so I feel like they'll I don't know. I think they're just booking. They just get used to booking. I don't think they're necessarily scouting talent.
No, they book their homies. They eat. That part. They had Thanksgiving with them. Yeah. They Christmas, 4th of July barbecue. They kids go hang out together.
They got their gang.
It's all click. That's the only thing I really dislike about the comedy thing, because it's a lot of talent out here that y'all need to put out here.
Right. Well, that's why one of the things I take the most pride in about Laugh After Dark, man, is we don't use those same windows that a lot of the mainstream comedy clubs seek in terms of, oh, you got to have this many followers, oh, you got to be on TV, you got to be like, we just respect and funny. Mm-hmm. Like if you're out here working and you're moving, we talked before about making yourself undeniable. Because when you undeniable, we see what you're doing, we see you busy, and we've seen you be funny. It's like, why should you not have a dope platform to perform? Why should you not be still treated like a star?
Exactly.
You know, so that's been our whole, motive is putting on comics that are just dope and comics that are funny. So I take pride in that. You know, I've been producing comedy shows for 10 years too. As long as I've been doing stand-up, I've been producing shows and booking comics and, trying to put a platform together. Even when I was in New York, I was a new comic. But anytime I could have somebody else come in New York, I say, hey, I got a stage. What's up? So that was always opportunity to network, man. So, there's a wide spectrum of comedians, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, there's just a small percentage of them that are really getting those dope opportunities to get paid and to be seen in those mainstream clubs.
And that's the thing, they don't want to pay you.
That part.
They'll be like, man, do the guest spot.
Yeah. Come do that hot five.
You're like, no, let me feature. They like, nah.
Yeah.
But the guest spot open, man.
Yeah.
It ain't no money, but you got opportunity.
Yeah. But I guess that's the move though. You got to go in and kill that guest spot. So it's like, all right, now we want you back. Now you got because that's that guest spot is technically your audition. You know what I'm saying? At that point, if they don't book you after the guest spot, then that's an opportunity for you to say, all right, well, what can I learn from this experience? Because they ain't hit me back. But also it's your job as a comedian to follow up. And that's something that took me late in the game to kind of understand. And I'm just now still trying to get better at that. But, we still have to be proactive about following up with these bookers, acknowledging these bookers, and putting ourselves in front of them. Because I've always been the type that's like, man, I'm not finna go chase these people. It's not my job to scout talent. But at the same time, to get on these Laugh Factory stages and to get into all these places, if you want to be there, then you have to make those initial contacts and to go out, because they're not going to necessarily be out developing talent.
It only take one person, though.
Right.
So if you know the right person, you could go bypass all that.
Facts. It's about who you know too.
Yeah.
You gotta have the talent, and it's about your network as well.
Yeah. So if you could bypass all that, you ain't gotta send no video. All you gotta do is just have the right person.
Yeah.
And they be like, man, put him on stage.
Right.
He gonna get on stage.
Right. And then get to it.
And that's the thing. You'll be trying to get on a show locally. But once somebody from another city come out, they on that show in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. In town.
Right. So why it take them so long for you to put you on the show?
Right.
But y'all put in the out of town dude the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I dislike too.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Yep. So how do you kind of balance out your time, man, when you're not doing jury and shit? I know you asked me, I'm like, man, shit, I be working, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying, watching TV, Judge Mathis, more reruns and shit. How do you spend your time, man?
I'm out of town somewhere.
Yeah,
Monday through Thursday, I'm out of town.
Are you spending time on the road, performing and shit?
Yeah, not just performing, just out.
Just out hanging, living life and shit.
Living life.
Yeah.
I live on the weekends.
Nice. I see you in and out of town and shit, man. Where you be out to?
I go home to Chicago. I go to Dallas.
Okay, yeah, that's my second home. You did say you lived in Carrollton for a minute too.
Yeah.
President George Bush Turnpike and shit.
Right there,
midway. I used to stay right over off of Frankfurt,
down the street.
Yeah. I sold cars out there, Volkswagens and shit. And Dallas is my second home, man. My mama still live out there.
Yeah, Miami, San Diego, LA. Yeah. I go to them on a regular.
Nice.
Every other week I'm at one of them cities.
Right. Nah, Vegas is a good spot to have a home base though.
Yeah.
The airport's right there. It just gets hot as shit in the summertime, so that's a good time to travel and go somewhere else and get out of town. Because that 115, 120 shit,
Oh no.
I'm adjusting, but that shit hot.
You go to your air conditioning car, to your air conditioning job, to your air conditioning crib.
Yeah.
That's how life is. Then you don't really supposed to go out doing after 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It still be 110 at 9 p.m. out here, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You better be at a pool during the daytime. If you ain't at a pool, why are you outside?
Right.
You trying to kill yourself.
It's pool party central, man. I still haven't been to no pool parties yet, bro. I've been here for a year.
Oh, we gonna go.
And ain't been to no pool party. You
We
gotta let me know, man. You gotta
go.
let me know where the shit is, bro. So I can pull up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a movie this summer.
Yeah. So what's next? What's coming up next for you, bro?
Well, we just did the movie Primary Position.
Oh shit, what's that about?
It's a little war movie. They come out Labor Day. It's gonna be on one of the streaming sites.
Okay.
Oh My Goodness and Antoine Tanner.
Okay.
Dude
Antoine.
that played Biggie.
Okay.
Biggie was in that. Jamal Wilford.
Nice.
Twister. I played Twister brother in the movie.
What? When y'all shoot this shit?
We started early this year.
That's fire.
Yeah,
That's
like
fire,
2
bro.
months ago.
Nice. Nigga, how was that? It's your first year in movies?
It was my
and shit
first
now?
movie,
Oh,
yeah.
we doing movies now.
Yeah, we doing movies
Hey,
now.
okay.
Then we got our next movie coming out, Summertime Shy. It's produced by Nick Cannon.
Oh shit. That's gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a good one.
Hell yeah, incredible. That's what they call it. Yeah, nigga. Well, that's what's up, man. It's exciting to see you making these moves and shit, man.
Yes, sir.
Just embracing the process and just kind of learning what you can.
I'm just trying to grow and develop. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, man. So what advice would you have to, if there's a young kid that's in Chicago and he's in Chicago, already know what comes with it, and he's kind of struggling to find his way and stay in the game, man. What kind of advice would you have to somebody who's just trying to figure themselves out and figure the situation out?
Where you at ain't your final destination.
Yeah.
And you ain't gotta be on phone them and all that. There's other things you could do with yourself. I'm a kid from Chicago. The thing about Chicago, it's all about, it's us. It's for us. It's black culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They always ask me how I feel about Chicago. I feel like that's one of the greatest cities in the world because it was discovered by a black man.
Yeah.
It was meant for us.
Yeah.
That's why everybody came to Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of black wealth. It's
right.
a lot of black wealth out there. That's what they don't tell you.
Right.
A dude in Chicago own a skyscraper.
Yeah.
And that give other people like opportunity, like, damn, I can own a skyscraper? Yeah. You can own a skyscraper.
Yeah.
You go to these other places, they don't see that. They don't see the black entrepreneur that's working for themselves and all that, being a boss.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to work for nobody else. You can work for yourself.
Hell yeah.
And I'm a living witness of that myself.
Hell yeah, man. So you out here being an inspiration to the shop, man. That's dope, man. That's good to see.
For the world, man. You can do it. I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's dope. We was just talking about, Jays and shit coming out of Chicago. What you call them, Mikes?
Yeah, Mike.
And then you got the Jordans.
Yeah.
The Jordans,
yeah,
the team
Jordans.
Team Jordans. Yeah, I remember the Team Jordans, man. I remember because my mama wasn't buying me the material shit. You know what I'm saying? She was. My dad would go shopping for us every now and then. We'd go to J.C. Penney. He'd be like, "Yeah, pick y'all something from here." I was like, "Daddy, they don't have no J's at J.C. Penney, dog." But one day we went to a fucking this little spot called Just for Feet, and they had like tennis shoes and shit. And I was like, damn, man, I need to get me a pair of J's in here, but they don't really have. They just got like, Nikes and Adidas and, all this other kind of shit. But they had some Jordan teams. And I was like, fuck, man, I guess I'm going to go and do these. I guess I'm going to go and do these teams. And I went back to school like I was clean and shit. And they called me out on it. I was like, oh, man, them the teams you got on. I was like, nigga, they're Jordans, ain't they? They was like, nah, nigga, them the teams. I was like, ain't that a bitch?
Nah.
Yeah, I had
the Mexican Mikes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. I was like, oh, y'all niggas playing me, dog. Hell yeah, man. So what's your favorite food, big dog? I want to know. Because I eat fucking tacos any day of the week. Motherfucking, I like wraps and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite food, like if a female is going to cook for me, whatever, I would like for her to cook lasagna.
Oh, shit, ladies. Right now, you know what I'm saying? Little lasagna, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I just had some lasagna too the other day, man. Lasagna,
garlic bread with the
garlic
salad.
Bread. Yeah. That's what's up, man. So are you available out here? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't married.
Okay, you ain't married, ladies. All right, why you can get in while you can. That's what's up. All right. Here's another question. So let's just say you get your first fat Hollywood check. Let's just say it's like $50 million or something like that, right? $20 million. What's the first car you're gonna go buy? Take your pick. You got a fat check. What car you got your eye on?
I'll probably just get like a, some clean Mustang or something.
Little Mustang. Okay. Stay gonna keep it simple. Okay. Not gonna do too much. Okay.
It's gonna be the high end joint.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
It ain't gonna be the 4 cylinders.
It's gonna be the GT 500. You know what I'm saying? Special limited edition.
It might be a real one, like a 1965 Mustang.
Oh yeah,
like one of them
old school. Yeah, that shit is
It's
hard.
gonna be a Mustang though, for a fact though.
Yeah,
a couple of them.
Hell
You know, I'm a
yeah.
Mustang guy, so
That's what's happening. That's what's happening, man. Damn, dog. Well, it's good to finally catch up with you, bro.
You too,
See
man.
all the things you got going on in Chicago, man. I can't wait to see this movie that's gonna drop.
yes, sir.
So keep me in the loop when the premiere and all that shit happen. I'm trying to pull up. You got to get me right on the chain though, dog. I think it's gold. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you right, man.
I'm trying to get.
Make
my
sure
piece.
y'all go follow Vegas Custom Jewelry, man. If y'all ain't messing with Vegas Custom Jewelry, man, you smoking dope and jumping rope.
Yo, man, I like that shit that you do though when you came out, man. You get the audience going. You say, well, what's my name or some shit like that. Go, yeah, man, how you do that shit, bro? How does that go? How you do that shit?
I said, y'all know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm a B.O.N.
Yeah.
A big old nigga.
Straight up, tell them just like that.
Yeah, beginning, middle, and end, man.
Yeah,
That's how that comedy go. That's all it is
Yeah.
a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah,
That's it.
you come out with the energy, bro, man. So it
Yeah.
sounds like you got your head on a swivel.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Which is good, and your energy is good. Your headspace is in the right space. So again, I'm a big advocate for self-care, man. So definitely continue to just take care of yourself in the process. Make sure you good. You're taking that time for yourself so that you can balance out everything that you're trying to do and want to continue to accomplish, man. So definitely, man, plug us with your Instagram, wherever else you want people to follow and keep up with you at.
Man, make sure y'all just Google me, Poncho G, man. I'm the only Poncho G in the world.
Yeah.
Instagram, you know, the real Poncho MFG, man. Then Vegas Custom Jewelry, man. Make sure y'all get y'all jewelry for me, man. Not just being a comedian, man. One of the hottest black jewelers in the state of Nevada.
Shit, just like that. Put it out there. Yeah,
Church.
I'm finna get me a girl. I'm getting the bond here. I think I'm gonna do gold, y'all. Hell yeah. Yo, man, it's been another dope episode of Do Tell with Laugh at the Dark, man. One time for Poncho G.
Oh, hell.
Pew, 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 pew. Hey,
S.O.D.
Subscribe. S.O.D. money. I always wanted to say that. Soldier Boy, nigga, give me a chain, dog. S.O.D. money, bitch. Holla at us, man. Do Tell. Laugh After Dark. I've been your boy, Charlie Wilson. I'll see y'all next time. Hey, look, hey, I know you got stuff to do and you're ready to get up out of here, but just a minute. Come on, man, you didn't already stay here this long. Now take just a minute and subscribe, please. That way you can stay connected. Like the video, leave a comment. We want to hear what you got to say, baby. Now we appreciate it. Now go on and subscribe.